Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney. And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Dun, 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 dun.
Damn it! I screwed it up. I screwed it up bad, Eli. I screwed it bad. It don't matter. We're just gonna ride with it. Oh man! Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies Nerds Who Bully Me host Leroy, aka Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. With my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, aka Spamdo Calrissian.
There you go. I messed it up, Eli, but I think I can salvage it. I mean, we'll see.
And
Yeah,
do it in post.
We'll do it. We'll fix it in post, even though it's live. We'll fix it in post. And we're back with another episode, and we're going to do it. And of course, everybody knows what happened. For you, it was a few days ago. For us, it was a few hours ago. We're going to talk about. There we go. Who won the Super Bowl? Of course, everybody and their mama knows who won the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Taylor Swift. So that's the thing I want to start off with. That's why I messed it up, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. So we want to say congratulations to the Taylor Swift, the Kansas Swiftie Chiefs. Let's call them that. We're gonna move past that. And yeah, like I said, I had no dog in the fight. I know everybody's upset. I know everybody's mad and burning jerseys and stuff like that. I looked on Twitter. The number one hashtag right now is rigged. So yeah, if your team lost, I feel for you. So
it's like Thanksgiving in fucking native country because the hashtag genocide bowl was trending on native Twitter. So
Chiefs versus the
49ers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big hot topic in native country, and natives protesting the Super Bowl, and then native football fans saying, "No, I'm watching the football game," and then them talking shit to each other all week.
Okay, so it's nice y'all did the same shit we did. We boycotted.
Yeah,
Kaepernick got banned. We boycotted for like a weekend.
Yeah,
before the Sunday of it, and then we start watching again. So like, okay.
Yeah, and like I didn't watch the game because I don't give a shit about both teams, but I watch football, and I'm just gonna say that can native football fans just like enjoy the game, without being crucified or being called sellouts or Custer Scouts or whatever.
Everything's political. That's how it works.
Yeah, like let them enjoy life and celebrate life. That's what our ancestors would have wanted. And at the same time, can native football fans let some natives educate and teach about our culture without, sounding like assholes and dismissing them? Because then you sound like, a mascot. And
right.
You know what I mean? You justify the racism when you do that shit. So can everybody just like let each other enjoy their shit?
Can everybody chill.
Chill. That's right.
That's all.
Yes, chill.
That's all. But like I said, even if you don't care anything about football or the Super Bowl or NFL, the Super Bowl is so past football. It doesn't even really matter. It's been so commercialized because the thing is, the Super Bowl is always every single year by far the number one broadcast channel show on TV. So that's why you got all these crazy commercials. You got all this extravagant halftime show. You got all these celebrities showing up. And that's what it's all about. The basically, it gets to the point where almost with the football game itself is just something playing in the background. People are throwing parties, they're watching TV, they're buying snacks and getting drunk, and the football game is just there. It's just an excuse for everybody to just have fun. So it's almost to the point of a national pastime or a holiday. So
pretty much, yeah. It's just it's the height of American culture.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, it's America's past. Or is that baseball? I can't remember. One of them is what?
They say baseball is America's favorite pastime, but I think I don't think the World Series is like fucking like 10 games. Like that shit goes on for like a whole month. You know.
So they'll figure it out.
Super Bowl is only one game. Yeah.
Yeah, just get in, get out. That's it. So yeah, and like I said, shout out to Usher for the halftime show. Great halftime show. I like Usher because I think he's the guy that invented this dance. That dance. Oh, what was that Turbo from Breaking to Electric Boogaloo? I can't remember.
I don't know what dance you're talking about.
You know the heartbeat thing. I know I have a hard time showing it right now, but you've probably done it before. You probably invented it.
What's that? What like that one dude? Was it in the Michael Jackson "Beat It" video where he went like, "Shit, you can't see me." Hold on, where he went like this.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, that guy. Yeah.
What's that? Was that "Beat It"? Was that from Michael Jackson?
That was "Beat It," and that dance was popular for a second. Don't ask me why it was popular, but yeah.
Yeah, we're old. We're showing our age again. We're talking about Michael Jackson.
Beat It is timeless. Beat It is timeless. We can always talk about Beat It. So, yeah. And when we move forward, that like I said, we saw the Super Bowl, but the main thing we saw it for was the halftime show. I should have got the picture of it, but Eli, they're making a Twister too.
I noticed.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's like one of the most exciting movies I had. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I'm seeing that shit. Twisters. I'm gonna say it like, is it revenge? Is the Twister? Is it personal for the Twisters? I mean,
the son of the Twisters.
Yeah, Revenge of the Twisters. What is it?
Yeah,
I gotta know what's going on. I gotta
Twisters versus Godzilla. Yeah,
let's go with that. Hey, it's $1 billion right there. $1 billion. Twisters is the new $1 billion franchise. There you go. But anyway,
I didn't mind. I saw the first Twister at the drive-in. I thought,
did you?
And you know, because remember, and that was pretty cool because there's that drive-in scene in that movie. Where the tornado comes at the drive-in?
They kind of plan that, but everybody remembers the cow flying through. So is it going to be like a herd of cows getting like? Is it going to be raining cows in this one? I know we're showing the age in this because even that movie is like 30 years old. Anyway, you haven't seen it again, go watch Twister. The worst bad movie, good movie, the best bad movie you can watch. Just like I say, because the Twister was angry at them. For some reason, it
was like growl. Like I remember, it was like you could hear like growls and.
It had a noise to it and stuff that was like it's coming to attack. It was like sneaking up on them and shit. Turn around, twist like right there. Like it was wild shit.
Yeah, so, I'm here.
'90s, we loved our disaster movies. If we love nothing else, we love disaster movies. So,
that kicked off like Volcano and Dante's Peak, and Poseidon and all that shit. Yeah.
So, but anyway, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about boom. Deadpool versus Wolverine, because here's the thing. Kevin Feige said it wasn't going to be called Deadpool 3, but he wouldn't tell us what it is because he wore the hat Deadpool versus Wolverine. He was covering it up so you couldn't see what it was. So now we know the title of it is going to be Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Is it versus? I thought it was and.
No, what did I say?
Versus.
I didn't mean to say versus. I meant to say and. Thank you for correcting. Okay. Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what even though they clearly fight in the trailer. But
they're gonna have that the good old fashioned superhero misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's always because that's what we got to have in a superhero fight. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure you watched the trailer. You saw some stuff I saw in the trailer. It looked like Deadpool. Well, first off, let's address this because she's back, even though the whole plot of the second movie was dead. People were actually like, "How is she back?" If you watch the ending, he took Cable's time machine, went back in time, and brought everybody back. That's how he's back. That's how Sugar Bear's back. That's how I know the guy's name, not Sugar Bear, Shatterstar. Why didn't he say Shatterstar? I don't know why he did that.
Sugar Bear.
Remember that was he cut? I can't remember the guy's name, and I know he's an X-Force dude in the comics, but he could call him Sugar Bear. So that's all I know him as.
Shatterstar, yeah.
Shatterstar is a Sugar Bear. The other guy was Sugar Bear, but yeah, and so we know he's fighting the TVA. So thank you. So we finally have some continuity between TV shows and movies, or something is happening in phase 5 that is carrying in from one thing to another that's actually clear as day about what's going on. Because Eli, I know you're saying you're sick of the multiverse. I'm saying the multiverse shit hadn't started yet. They start one thing and then forget about it in the next movie. This is actually a continuation of the Loki shit they're doing. So will Loki be in this? Probably not. He's like the god of gods now, whatever like that. But he's clearly fighting the TVA. And the guy, where's that guy? Not Mobius. You're gonna be tagging with him the whole time. I don't know why they couldn't get Owen Wilson to do it, but it doesn't matter. It's a guy just filling in for the spot, so it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty much going on right now.
Unless he's a variant. Oh,
well, they're all variants. That's kind of the point of the TVA. What did you watch season 2? You did watch season 2.
No, I did not. I did not watch season 2, Loki. No, sorry.
Well, I just gave you a spoiler, so yeah.
I did watch the Marvels though.
Why? That's one thing I did not expect you to watch.
I watched the Marvels, and yeah.
Okay, next week we will review the Marvels. I want to hear what you have to say
we
about
don't.
the Marvels.
We don't got to, but sure.
Okay, never mind. Cancel that. We're not going to talk about it. I just want to talk about it right now. That's all.
Here's my review. It's all right.
Okay, there you go. I could go a little bit deeper, but not going to. We're getting sidetracked. But anyway, that's Deadpool. What else was going on in Deadpool? That's pretty much it. He fighting TVA. They have the Fox logo in the background, but it's like destroyed and shit like that. So I guess they kind of doing that Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe thing. I guess he's going to kill the Fox Universe, or the TVA is going to kill the Fox. The TVA is definitely going to kill the Fox Universe. So I'm giving you a spoiler right there. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, that's all they gave us. I'm pretty sure they give us more because Wolverine was barely even in the trailer. Yeah, like he showed up and that was it. Like this showed him at the very end and that was it. So, yeah. So, shout out to that. What is this?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the first Marvel movie I've been excited for in a while. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing: Marvel pushed everything back they had except this movie. This is the only movie they didn't push back at it with the confident in it that this movie will make money. Everything else, Falcon and Winter Soldier or whatever that shit's gonna call, they're like, push that shit back.
Yeah,
and reshoot half that shit.
Yeah. So I mean, the Deadpool movies have been some of my favorites out of this whole past decade of comic book movies. The Deadpool movies are probably in my top, at least my 10, if not 5. At least the first one. A lot
of people will say that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still like they're the 2 movies that I'm always watching. I mean, out of the whole MCU archive, there's only a few that I still like regularly rewatch here and there, but I'm always watching the Deadpool flicks.
So yeah.
Yeah, the Marvels. Sorry. I just needed more Monica in that outfit, yo. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited, and I hope. I mean, it does seem to me, yes, this is Deadpool entering into the Disney zone. Even though they're saying, "Oh, it's going to be R-rated," it's it's going to push the envelope, but that's what they said about Echo, and Echo didn't go as hard as we had hoped. So I can definitely tell that Deadpool is going to have kind of a leash on him a little bit, but I just hope they just go all out. They're showing like clips from Avengers. If the original, the OG Avengers show up, and that's what I want.
They're not.
That would be cool.
That's what everybody wants. I know that's what everybody wants. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's what would be cool if they just let Deadpool just be Deadpool. You're
gonna get some Fox people. You're gonna get what's that chick name? Elektra, Jennifer Garner. You're gonna get her. You might get Jessica Alba. Some shit. That's about it.
Yeah. But the reason why I like the Deadpool movies is because he did kind of exist on his own, and kind of it was his own thing, and he was free to basically be true to the character and go and push the envelope and go hard and all that, and I just hope he can just be true to the character. I mean, this is just a teaser. We didn't see much, and I'm excited. I'm stoked. I can't wait. And
I said, it's probably going to be the biggest movie of the year. Either this or Twister. We don't know. So, yes, we can move on past that. That's pretty much. I mean, like I said.
Now, was that Doom? Did you see Doom? Did you think? Or I don't think. But there's a shot where it looked like Doom.
Definitely not going to be Doom. I didn't see Doom, but I doubt anybody you think will be in this movie that's cool won't be in this movie, other than Deadpool and Wolverine. So
yeah, because there's a shot of there was a shot of a dude with a metal face.
Won't be Doom. So I know. So before we start the movie, the rumors that John Wick's gonna be in this movie and Batman's gonna be in this movie and Ultron. Let's not do that. It's not happening. Thanos not showing up. Luke Skywalker's not showing up. No, it's gonna be a Deadpool, Wolverine, a bunch of C-list people. The highway chick. That's about the most famous person you'll see in this movie. So that's it. So. Otherwise, they would have showed up in the trailer and advertised. You might You might get Dazzler as Taylor Swift. Maybe.
Taylor
That's the biggest thing. You're gonna
Swift as Dazzler.
get. Yeah, that's the biggest thing you might get. That's it. So expect that and nothing else. So, all right. So what do we have here? I don't even know what this is. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I thought I erased that. Let's erase that down. I'm screwing up
Did I
left and
just
right.
cut out?
No. You've been here the whole time.
Okay.
I'm looking at stuff right now. Oh shoot. I thought I deleted that. Anyway. Let's do that. Let's talk about this. This thing. I don't really know what's going on with
All
this.
right,
But
sure.
yeah. I'm gonna let you take it over. Like it's
Ozzy.
Black History Month, so I'll let you take over with that. So
Black History Month. Let's talk about Ozzy.
right.
No, this is just, I guess it's the last couple days. So Ozzy is suing Kanye for unauthorized use of a sample.
Right.
And
From his new album, Vultures. So yeah.
That's the cover?
Why is it Jason? That's the cover. Why is he wearing Jason mask? I don't know. It's just,
he's not using the black metal logo. I thought he was using the black. So you remember that shit we talked about a couple of weeks ago where he was like wearing a Burzum shirt and I guess he was
Right.
using the Burzum logo. I got shown up an image of the supposed Kanye album and it said Vultures, but it was in that Burzum logo, that black metal band. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think
but
he's
guess
got more
it's-
albums coming out this year, or maybe
Okay.
even next month. I don't know. So maybe he'll switch it up then. But yeah, for
Yeah.
right now, it's just this. And this is his new wife, who I think he just has her as a concubine. I think that's about it. She's naked like this, walking around everywhere. He doesn't care. He just, I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get all. Yeah.
And when
But
you're
that's-
rich, you can do it. Hey,
You can pretty much do that. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't have her walk around on a leash or some shit. I think that's the next thing he's gonna have her do. So, but anyway, Ozzy Osbourne, what do we got here?
yeah. So Ozzy suing Kanye for unauthorized use of a sample, and of course this has the hip hop scenes and the metal scenes are at each other's throats now.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that's how the internet is. You got to pick a side, you got to choose a team, and you got to bitch about it for the next few days until it's old news and no one gives a shit. That's how the world works now. But so Ozzy basically said that Kanye is an anti-Semite. Ozzy is married to a Jewish wife, so of course he's not going to, play that.
Right.
And it's Sharon Osbourne. That's his manager.
Right.
That's his manager too. So,
I mean, it should be cut and dry. I mean, if you don't want to clear the sample, that should be it. Sue him.
yeah.
Or,
And
or don't even have to sue him. You can just have it where I know he don't want Kanye to have the song at all, but he can make out a deal where he can make money off that sample. He could definitely do that.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But
it should be
they're
just
bringing
like
up. Yeah, of course. Yeah, metal fans are bringing up Kanye's association with the Nazi black metal guy, and then hip hop fans are calling Ozzy a Satanist and all this shit. Like the satanic. It's the satanic panic all over again from the 80s. And so I think it's hilarious. Ozzy is, of course, Black Sabbath. We're a bunch of hippies. They're all singing about anti-war. They all grew up in Birmingham, like the post-war Birmingham, like in the ruins. Like in Godzilla -1, the wreckage of the towns, the bombed out towns. That's what Ozzy grew up in. So,
okay.
So he's got no love for the Nazis and all that shit. And even though there's an interview that's popping around on the internet, an old interview from like the early 80s where Ozzy claimed he admires Hitler for his charisma, and that's the only thing that's being played. They're not playing the rest of the interview where he says he condemned everything. He condemned Hitler and everything he did, but Hitler had a way of riling up audiences, and Ozzy wanted to do that only with positivity. So that's the soundbite they don't play. But it's the internet. The internet's going to do what they want to do. But it's the same shit, accusing Ozzy of being a Satanist, accusing Ozzy of being, racist and all that shit. And, then everyone going after Kanye. And like you said, Kanye's doing it for attention,
Yeah, he got a new album coming out. So, yeah. Even if he cut the song, hell, that's just going to bring more attention to his album, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, so that's what's going on, It's a distraction from the Slayer thing going on. So yeah, the guitarist of Slayer dropped his solo album, and there's all kinds of drama going on with that. So that was pretty stupid. So now this took over that gossip. Yeah, metal gossip. I'm like, it sucks that I'm getting so old that metal bands are starting to like get all gossipy and shit, and it's kind of stupid. Like, just shut up and play a song.
Right. Now you can know about everything they're doing and stuff.
Yeah, I don't care. But yeah, so that's your bit of metal news, I guess.
Nice. Okay. All right. Moving on past that. Now we're going to move to the video game section. Now, I'm sorry, Eli. I didn't get a chance to finish Suicide Squad. I had shit to do. I was busy. You muted. He'll be back. No big deal. Anyway, there you go. You went out for a second, but you're back. All right. So, like I said, I didn't play any video games this week. I had shit to do, so I can finish in Suicide Squad. Hopefully, I finish it this week. But I did watch a TV show, Halo Season 2. They brought it back on Paramount Plus, and they dropped the first 2 episodes. So, like I said, y'all heard me talk about Season 1, how much I hated it, how much I was angry about it, how much I was getting frustrated over shit like that. But I decided to go through the gauntlet again and decided to see what Season 2 is going to give me. And I watched it. And Eli, to be honest with you, it was pretty awesome. I thought it was awesome. It gave me that Halo-ness that I was missing. I feel like they fixed some things on it. And I was like, okay, they kind of straightened the course here. Okay, so hopefully it won't, go off the curve like they did last time. For instance, this season is supposed to be an adaptation of The Fall of Reach, which was an awesome story. Pretty much the story that made Halo. And like, if you played the Halo Reach game, piece of it from there. So I want to see how close. But I can already say it's never being a correct adaptation, kind of like that. So we'll see how it goes, But I'm excited. But at the same time, Eli, I don't know if I want to get hurt again. That's all my thing. Like,
it's only 2 episodes in.
I'm only 2 episodes in, and they got me so far. But I feel like they're gonna make a curve and they're gonna piss me off again. But I'm already locked in, so I'm just gonna have to sit through it and just take it. I'm just that abused spouse.
That's like every Star Wars show, the Disney Star Wars shows. Like the first 2 episodes are awesome. You heard me like loving the shit out of the Ahsoka. Those first 2 episodes dropped, and then towards like okay.
Are you? What does that say? I can't read that. Are you new to going live on YouTube?
Are you new to?
Oh no, never mind. That's nobody. Oh. Yeah, that's spam. Anyway, thanks for listening. Okay. But yeah,
shout out to the spam and the AI.
Right. But that's my thing. So yeah, I don't want to get hurt again because the show put me through the ringer, and I don't want to get all emotionally invested and they do some stupid shit again, and I got to go through all again. But I think some of the flaws of the show, I think I've accepted. For instance, like we keep talking about Star Wars and Halo, how they feel like the motherfucker won't put his helmet on. Every time I turn around, he's got his helmet off, and that's it. I've just accepted at this point. I know he's got to show off the moneymaker, so let it go. But like I said, when it messed me up, I was just expecting, hey, I had my idea what Master Chief supposed to look like, and when I see that guy, and it's like it messed me up. Oh, more spam. Let's see what we got. It was you're not spam. Okay. Are we new to going live on YouTube? No, not really.
No, we're not. Well, we've been doing this a while. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, he's probably talking about how we're doing the Instagram thing. Yeah, we're all.
Yeah. This is our new format, so you can watch on our phone or your phone.
But if you don't like the format, we appreciate the feedback. We will take that into consideration. So yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't read shit. We can't even read comments.
We can't read shit now. Yeah, we just figured out the best we can. That's all.
We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, we wing it every week. We just try something. Let's try something new. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, man.
Throw shit at the wall, see what sticks. That's our motto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna watch season episode. Now they do have some more flaws, Eli. I do have to say some flaws on here. Every time they're with Master Chief and his team, I'm engaged. I'm on board. When they cut to the B story with that bullshit and other people, that's only I don't give a fuck about Bokeem Woodbine and that teenage chick.
He's on the show?
Yeah. But his storyline sucks. He's like a pirate or some shit, and he's got nothing to do with what Master Chief is doing. He's like, he took over a planet, and I don't really give a shit what he's doing. So anytime they cut to him, just like, I can go. I can either fast forward this shit or I can go get a sandwich or some shit while they do this shit. So we just get back to Master Chief and his storyline, and I'm good. So like I said, the show still has flaws because it definitely feels like they're padding shit out. Like they don't have enough for an hour long, so she's just adding shit in that I don't care about. So, but we'll see. I'll report to it and let you know how the show goes. So we can go on past that. All right. Let me say moving on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
Okay, like I said, this is Comic Book Bullies. We're talking about comic books, and Eli, I'm gonna let you start first, and or should I go first? I'll let you go first.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess I will do. It was a light week for me.
You know what? Let me go first.
Okay.
Let me go first.
By all means.
Yeah, I'm gonna check because I got three. I got three, and you got two.
Okay.
So I don't want to mess up the flow. That's all.
All right. Yes. Playing hopscotch here. Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep everything flowing. So yeah. So the first book I'm going to do is X-Men number. What is this? 32, 33. I don't know what this is. I can't read it.
Can't read it.
I can't read it. I don't know. All I know is it's X-Men versus Nimrod. We finally have X-Men versus Nimrod. That's it. Now, Nimrod, I don't know who Nimrod is. He's basically been prophesied as the mutant killer. He went up against Professor X and Magneto, killed them easily. So now you got a few X-Men fighting him. So let's see where we go.
Is this still Fall of X?
Yes, the X is still falling. The X will always keep
falling.
So
this is the Nimrod from the original Hickman's Nimrod, right?
That same Nimrod, the same Nimrod that was whooping everybody's ass. They fight him again. Well, actually, the X-Men never fought him in this run. Whenever they see him, they try to run or they get killed. It's one or the other. But before, when they fought him and get killed, they could just regenerate. Now they can't do that anymore. So
they can't now. Krakoa's gone. Yeah, that's right.
They can't. We're gone. So if he kills somebody, that's it. That's a wrap. So all right. So let's see what we got. All right. So this is my Black History book also. Well, one of my Black History books I'm doing. Okay. So storyline going on is Synch and Laura. We all know who Laura, not the old woman Laura, not the other Laura, old woman Laura. So the thing is, what's going on with them right now is that he's actually dreaming because the last mission they went on, Laura died. She got killed by the High Evolutionary or some shit. I didn't read the book. I don't care. Anyway, she's dead. He's dreaming. He took what's left of her mind and put in his own memory. So every time he dreams, he's actually talking to her. But meanwhile, he's kind of messed up right now. And the other X-Men looking like, man, what's wrong with him? So he didn't tell them that anytime he uses powers, it slowly kills him. And the reason he isn't dead yet, because when he was next to Laura, he was using her healing powers to heal himself. Since she ain't there, he's dying and he's missing the love of his life, basically his wife or some shit. Because I think they got married. I don't know if they got married or not. So he's out and he's been their X-Men leader. So since he's unconscious, they don't know what to do next. Meanwhile, also Spider-Man and Miss Marvel built the machine that they took from the High Evolutionary, and they're using it to get rid of all the Krakoan medicine in all the humans' bodies, all the medicine that they took. Because that's how Orcus is keeping the X-Men out of the planet by holding everybody hostage. Like if we see an X-Man, we're gonna start killing people because we hacked into your Krakoan medicine. So they're curing everybody from that. So once they cure everybody from that, they have no longer, any leverage over the X-Men. So, and Nimrod shows up on the computer screen like, I know where you are. I'm coming for you right now. So, and they're like, oh shit, here he comes. So, yeah, more sad stuff. I miss you. I don't want to leave. Yeah, who cares? It was Shadowcat wake your ass up because if you don't, Laura will be the only mutant to die. Other mutants gonna die. Don't die in vain. And he's fighting and shit. Meanwhile, Spider-Man X-Men, y'all better hurry this shit up because Nimrod is coming and Nimrod is here. Start smacking shit at everybody. He right before he destroys the machine that can save everybody, Nightcrawler shows up and teleports him downstairs. So he's like, you can't run for your extinction demon, slash the room, try to get rid of him. So he's doing Shadowcat phases up through the wall and stabs his Achilles with her two swords. But he's a robot, so he didn't have Achilles. Meanwhile, she just wanted him to just stay there while Spider-Man drives a truck into him, which does nothing. So he just grabs Spider-Man, is ready to rip Spider-Man in half and shit. And Nightcrawler teleports him into a trash can. And Spider-Man thanks for bringing me home, Nightcrawler. Spider-Man joke. Spider-Man was saying some funny shit here, but I'm not going to go through it. So before Nimrod can keep killing him and killing other people, they save him. And that's right. Shadowcat, well, Kitty has an ability that she phased through any electronic objects. She short circuit stuff like that. That doesn't work on Nimrod. Nimrod can adapt to anything. So, and that's when Wolverine shows up. Like, everybody get the fuck back. I got him. And we already know anytime Wolverine's in an X-Men book and he fights somebody by himself, we knows what happened. He gets his ass whooped every time. He's a jobber. That's what it is. So he tries to keep stabbing him. None of that shit works. And we cut to Kingpin. Just quick. Typhoon Mary's back. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, she been back. She was in something. Oh, she was in the gang war. She was in that gang war shit. That's
she
right.
was, but she wasn't. So she was back in the Spider-Man books, but not back in the X-Men books.
Okay.
But now she's back in both. So whatever. She's back. Meanwhile, Sync and Laura's whole dream sequence of them is falling apart. She's like, you got to go back. You got to let me go. You know, so like, the Valentine's things like that. She's like, okay, fine. I got to go save the X-Men. And they kiss one good time. And then he wakes up. He's like, okay. And so he's about to go fight Nimrod. And Nimrod's just beating the shit out of everybody. And Spider-Man is like, my X-Men training session is failing, while Nimrod just beating the shit out of everybody. And right before he gets ready to kill everybody, that's when Sync shows up, because Sync got all the powers of every X-Men ever. So he just like starts using Storm's lightning powers, blasts him, and it's actually enough to hurt him. They're like the first time they've ever hurt him. He was like, okay, mutant, I felt that, But the thing was, it was all a distraction. Only thing they were trying to do was trying to use Spider-Man's machine that he built to cure all the humans. They cure the humans, so there's no reason to keep this fight going. So, and Sync phases everybody out of here, and he's like, next time we meet Nimrod, you die. And they phase out of there. And they phase to the North Pole. And they go to the next part of their plan, and he was like, so what happened to Laura? Like, Laura's dead, But what's the next part of the plan? The next part of the plan is that call Polaris, call the Brood, bring them to Earth, because now we can start our invasion, and we can wipe out Orchis, because now they no longer have a hold on us. As a matter of fact, bring
the Brood.
Yeah. The X-Men. Shit. Yes, the X-Men control the Brood.
Oh, okay. Because that was on X-Men Red. They had some Brood motherfuckers on Mars and shit.
Yeah. But no,
I do remember that.
They control all of them. The Hive. They're bringing them to Earth to fight Orchis. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. To be continued. So I just want to knock that out. So the reason I said there's a X-Men story is because X-Men story because Sync was like the hero of the story. So I'm gonna give Sync his props. He's a cool hero. He's been like the X-Men leader for a while, but I have a feeling they're gonna kill him in the Fall of X because they don't really. Yeah, he's like a little bit too OP, so they gotta find something to do with him. So yeah, that's all I got. Yeah. So that's my book. Right, cool. So what you got next?
Slap a score.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 because Spider-Man was saying some funny shit in this book. So yeah. So that's what I'm giving it. All right. So what you got?
All right. Well, I'll do the Mace Windu, number 1.
Okay. What do we got here?
So
Star Wars.
This is this my book of the week? Like I said, it was a light week. I didn't read a lot, but this was fun. So Star Wars, Mace Windu, this takes place like way before this Clone Wars. This takes place when Mace Windu wasn't even a Jedi Master yet.
Here we go.
So he's on like missions. He's doing like Jedi Knight missions. He's just a knight, and
not a master.
Not a master. Yoda's got hair still. Yeah. So it starts out. We get an action scene. He's after these like malfunctioning robots to get some sort of key or whatever. Gets it from them. Yoda gives him another mission. It turns out some scientist made coaxium. Remember coaxium, that fuel source that for hyperspace that was in the Solo movie,
I don't know.
Oh yeah. That's what they were robbing from Kessel,
I thought it was gold. I didn't know. So.
Yeah. it's like the element used for hyperspace fuel, and it's like highly explosive and shit. So anyways, this scientist made this new form of it, which like NOS, like nitrous oxide. It gives you a boost, and it's a new form of coaxium, so it makes ships go super fast. And if it falls into like criminal hands, then the criminal ships will outrun the Empire ships or whatever, or the galactic ships. So they need this formula. They need this fuel. So Yoda sends Mace Windu to go find this scientist. So he goes to this ice planet to go track her down. And of course, she put out like a bounty saying, hey, I will sell this to the highest bidder, basically. So basically the whole galaxy's after her, trying to find her. So she's got this like coaxium, which is highly explosive, and she's like running through the ghettos and running through the streets while motherfuckers are chasing her, trying, and she's trying not to like bang it around too much because it might blow up the whole fucking city. You know what I mean? So there's that, and Mace Windu finally tracks her down, finds her at the end of the book, and basically, come with me if you want to live. That's how the book ends. So pretty cool, pretty straightforward, a lot of action. This was written by Mark Bernardin from Fat Man on Batman.
They don't call it that anymore. They call it something else, but yeah.
Oh, Fat Man Beyond, I think is what
Batman Beyond is what they call it, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this was written by Mark Bernardin. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's like I said, it's very straightforward. He seems to know the Star Wars formula. Just action, talking.
I mean, they talk about
like,
Star Wars a lot on the podcast, so he knows this shit. So yeah.
Yeah, they do. They broadcast from that bar that looks like Mos Eisley or whatever. The Cantina.
What's the name? Is the name of the bar Scum and Villainy?
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Scum and Villainy Cantina.
That was pretty clever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. But it's like it's like basically built to look like the Cantina bar at Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
And that's where they broadcast that podcast from. But yeah, so they're always talking about Star Wars, and I just gotta say, yeah, Mark Bernardin seems to know the formula very well. We get an action scene right at the beginning. Then he goes back and Yoda's got another job for him. He goes to the planet, fights a couple of assholes who challenge him. Then we got another chase scene. It's like, it's very well paced, like, because that's what Star Wars always is, just adventure and action. They always, push that, wasn't a lot of talking. So that's cool, because I feel like a lot of times people try to over explain Star Wars a lot. Like we got to tell them how this works or that works or how the hyperdrive works. And no one gives a shit.
Star Wars, that's Star Trek.
That's Star Trek. Yeah, we want lightsabers and shit. Yeah, we want shit blowing up and lightsabers.
Explanation shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like he really understands the pacing, and it was just like a really quick breezy read. Lots of fun, and Mace Windu kicking ass. So yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Nice, 4 out of 5. Okay, boom. Okay, so I don't know if this is my book of the week, but this is the best-selling book of the week.
Okay.
Everybody knows the book I'm going to do. This is this has been a pretty big number. Like on Comixology, like the #1 seller on there right now. People are very excited for this book.
Was Comixology glitching for you at all this week?
It always glitches. That's just part for the course.
Okay.
I'm just used to it at this point,
Yeah, because it was kind of being a pain in the ass for me this week. So.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a pain in the ass, so just kind of just let it go. So I'm at this point, I'm just kind of used to it. So all right. So anyway, what book am I talking about? The book I'm talking about is, let me see if I get this thing up here, get it going. Okay. Shit, maybe we are gonna do this. All right, there we go. The book we're doing is, there we go. Is boom. Let me see if I can get it up there. Boom. Black Panther #1. But ultimate Black Panther #1. Let me pray. Okay, so this is a reboot or an alternate take on Black Panther. I'll talk about that whole thing, what's going on right now. So so this is basically a new spin or revision of Black Panther in the Ultimate Universe, which is also a new spin and revision. So it has nothing to do with the current
written by your homie.
Written by my homie, yeah. Brian Edward Hill, who I've been saying he needs to be writing this stuff to begin with. So he's writing his own take and I like this because he has free reign. He's not tied to anything. He doesn't have to worry about continuity. He can do whatever he wants to with this universe he's doing right now. So I want to see what he's doing with that one. So this is Ultimate Black Panther #1. Let's get to it. Boom. All right, let's see. All right, so the book starts off, we're in West Africa. And first off, you get people get killed, massacre, and who are they getting massacred by? The Moon Knights. Yes, it's an organization called the Moon Knights. I got to explain some stuff because the thing is, even though we're dropping you into this new book, there is some already continuity in the Ultimate Universe that you got to know about. Okay, so first off, the maker made this universe, the Ultimate Universe. He made it in his image, and he basically gave like certain people basically authority over certain continents. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they call themselves the Confederacy. And the people he gave it is, they I don't know why Hickman called him that.
And for those who don't know who the maker is, then why are you here?
Right. The maker is an evil version of Reed Richards. So yeah, that's but he's not gonna make it. So we have the Moon Knights here. So apparently they have two gods, not one god, but two gods, Khonshu and Ra. And I guess one of them is over Avatar of one, and another Avatar, another. They got their own army, and they basically try to conquer Africa. That's the thing. Maker said Africa is yours. Do what you want. So that's it. So they go around there, but meanwhile, while they're taking over Africa, you got two spies in the grass, and basically the war dogs. And they're like, we need to tell this to the king about how they're killing everybody. So, and then as we do, so they run back to their king, and they get, and so T'Challa, that's T'Challa. We finally see T'Challa. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time we've seen him in the Ultimate Universe. So we don't know what this T'Challa is, what he's about, what's going on, but he wakes up, and it's a beautiful day in Wakanda. Samunda, shit. So he wakes up and he's next to his wife, and why they have separate beds, I don't know. I guess that's Wakanda's tradition. And his wife,
the royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. So his wife, Okoye, in this universe. So not Storm, not Monica, Lynn or anything like that. Okoye is his wife in this universe. She was the Dora Milaje, but she graduated to the Queen. So, and she said, we have to honor tradition. He's like, tradition must change while he's looking over Wakanda, All right. So, thing is, so he's walking and everybody. Eli, I'm sorry. I'm just excited that T'Challa is a king again. He's not getting his ass whooped left and right. He's not been banished from the country and shit like that. We actually have like real deal T'Challa. People are bowing.
He's not all slumming it on, Skid Row. Like in
right, people are bowing when he walks past and call him king and shit like that. Why is this such a good thing? I haven't seen this shit like. Let me keep going. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about all this shit afterwards. Anyway, he's talking to T'Chaka, who's still alive, just like Uncle Ben's still alive in this universe. T'Chaka's still alive. So, and he's basically asking for counsel like that, even though T'Challa is still the king, and he's saying the who is that? The Voodoo Khan want to see you. Like, you got to talk to the Voodoo Khan. So you go talk to the Voodoo Khan. Who I guess is the oracles of Wakanda. This is a new thing they made up just for this universe. So he goes talk to them, and on Mount Voodoo Cons like that. Now, Eli, ask me this or answer this question: does this remind you any of what comes to your mind this whole scene?
Oh, I don't know, like fucking Emperor or something.
I was gonna say Doom.
Oh, Doom. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, it's very, very like he just took that scene from Dune and just put it in here where he's talking to the witches.
And Dune.
Dune. Yes,
I thought you said Doom, as in like Doom. Victor Von Doom.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like that shitty ass rock movie. No, Dune. Yes. So no, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like looks like not the Dora Milaje, the Betty Jesuits. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's like that scene right there where he's asking for counsel and he's talking to riddles and shit, and they're like the prophecy will be fulfilled and blah 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 stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he talks to his spies, his war dogs, and we get Shuri. Shuri's in the blue and Okoye's in the red. So yeah, that's his counsel. He's looking like a badass. Eli, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? I don't get it. Do this. Just do this, Marvel, and you'll be okay. So anyway, he's talking to the War Dogs. War Dogs telling them
because it was. Are we going to go back to what's his face? To dude, the smart dude. What the fuck? Fucking having a brain fart.
No, he's done.
Coates.
He's out of here.
Yeah, but like he was like his whole run was like he was sort of critiquing monarchy and royal, the whole royal thing.
Right. No one man should have all this power.
Yeah, the whole political. He got really political. So
yeah,
it wasn't cool to be a kid.
United States of Wakanda and all like
yeah. That Lord song was big at the time and
right.
Don't want to be royals, so that
right, like none of that. No, give me King T'Challa, badass posing like what the fuck you want? Tell me before like this. This is what I want. So you got the war dogs basically telling them, hey, you got these this army going around just killing everybody in Africa, and we don't know, even though they don't know about us, because like I said, in this universe, Wakanda, nobody knows Wakanda even exists. So they're like, they don't know about us, but should we prepare? And Shuri's just like, we might need to do something. Like, no, we're not gonna do anything. You're like, and even the war dogs are like, just give me a small army, give me the Dora Milaje, we go hand in there. And T'Challa's just like, I asked my spies for information, not for strategy. Get the fuck out of here. Badass shit, man. Badass shit. That's what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, we're going on the war dogs like, yes, your highness. Yes, my king. And Shuri's like, what the fuck you doing? The army is coming down here. We need to prepare. We need to stock up. We need to like get guns ready. So like that. Let's go after them. And Charles are like, no, we need to do some more research. We need to do more reconnaissance and find out what the hell is going on. Shuri's like, well, while you sitting there trying to get, information, more people are going to die. Like father wouldn't do this. Well, father isn't the king. I am. Get your ass out of here. She's like, yes, my king and queen. And she got out of here because Okoye is backing up also. So yeah. So, but anyway, Shuri's got her own machinations going on and shit. She like, she's like, okay, wow, even though T'Challa said don't do this, she's with the Dora Milaje building an army just in case the Moon Knight show up. So yeah. And this is a new one, a Benny is her name, but whoever it is, this is a new character. She's the general of the Dora Milaje now, and she like this huge Amazon looking chick. So yeah. So going past this, and now we're back in West Africa, and you got this kid playing soccer, and the Moon Knight show up again, and they're about to kill everybody in the village. But before they can do that, boom, the kid closes his eyes, and when he opens his eyes, Killmonger is there in the Jaka and a bunch of dead Moon Knights. He's like, get back, kid, run away. And then the Moon Knight show up, they got the beam on them. They're about to halt prison and stuff like that. And all he looks in the sky, he just says, my love, bless them. And all you see is lightning storm show up in the sky. Aha. And then you see a lightning, and then they get blasted by a lightning bolt. And they fall in the sky. And then more Moon Knight soldiers come and kill Killmonger. He just throws his axe right at them, chop everybody up while it's got and it get hit by lightning also, so it electrocutes all of them while chopping them in half at the same time. And it comes back to him. And he basically tells the villagers, your gods and your hidden kingdoms will not save you. Only thing that can save you is Killmonger and the Wind Rider. So Killmonger is married to Storm in this universe. Dun, dun, dun. That's the twist. So let's see how that goes. So anyway, T'Challa is celebrating the celebration of life, otherwise known as Life Day. So he's talking to everybody, and he's basically telling them, appreciate everybody coming out. This is a good day. Y'all are the real prize. We celebrate y'all. And while they're doing all that, there is a Moon Knight spy in the background. And while Shuri is cooking up more weapons just in case they come, and the Benny Jesuits are praying and shit or whatever. And T'Chaka is proud of his son.
The Benny Jesuit.
Or whatever I forgot what they call already anyway. And she's like, for Khonshu, and then takes off. And she does look a lot like Moondragon, but I'm pretty sure that's coincidence anyway. For Raw, and she's got dynamite all over and shit like that. And T'Chaka basically pushes T'Challa over the edge so he won't get blown up. And while he's falling, he's like, and the whole platform just blows up, from the suicide bomber. And that's when T'Challa looked like he's falling to his death, turns to the Black Panther. Now, how long has been a Black Panther? When he became Black Panther? Is the Black Panther thing? We don't even know. This is the first time we're seeing Black Panther. And he's just
superhero landing.
Superhero landing. Cha-ching. And then damn, is that his dad? Shit. Okay. Anyway, then basically the war dogs are like, my king, are you okay? He's like, yes. And he's like, we have enemies called the Moon Knights. Prepare for war to be continued. So that's the book. So like I said, it's a new continuity, all different T'Challa back for the first time. He's back to being a badass, back to being king. He's no longer being indecisive. It feels like this whole reboot, they're just rebooting it back to what it should have been to begin with. It ain't a whole big change like it was with the Spider-Man thing. It's like this is what it should have been, or what it was, when better writers was writing it, when they hadn't tied down all that coach shit they were doing. So it's just this. So, like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate the vibe of the story. If anything else, just badass to child. Just give me badass. Matter of fact, we didn't get Black Panther.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
End. Yeah, we didn't even know if he had powers or not. He just was a badass, just being a badass. So yeah. So Yeah, I enjoyed the book. 4.5 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going. I want to see where the Killmonger Storm storyline goes, and I just want to see Black Panther.
Yeah, that
beat
was
the shit out of-
cool. He's like,
yeah,
yeah,
that part right there.
Killmonger's Thor and shit.
Yeah, he basically Thor in this shit, like the way he was doing it. So yeah, but I just want to see Black Panther beat the shit out of anybody named Moon Knight. That's all I want. Give me that. I'm sold. I'm there. So,
Me too, because I
Yeah.
am so not a Moon Knight fan.
yeah, and so now Moon Knight is the bad guy of this book. I'm sold. I'm there. So
Cool. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's got a whole like organization like that. That's way more interesting than anything Moon Knight's ever been. Like,
Right. I just want to see him get his ass whooped. That's all I want to see. I'm good with that. So yes. Yeah. So all right. So what you got next?
I got Thundercats #1.
Thunder,
So
Thundercats.
Is
You
this
didn't think I knew the theme song,
IDW?
did you?
No, who is this? Boom.
It's
Yeah,
Dynamite.
Thundercats. Dynamite. Okay.
Thunder.
Yeah, Thundercats
Thunder.
#1. Old eight-
Oh.
Thundercats. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So again, we're showing our age again. So this is an old '80s cartoon and a toy line because that's what they
And
did in the '80s.
Because
They made
every
toys.
80s cartoon was a toy line.
Yeah, yeah.
The cartoons
Toys,
were just
cartoon.
30-minute toy commercials. So
Yeah, basically. So I did not have a lot of Thundercats toys, but my brother did, but I did watch the cartoon. So I don't remember a lot of this.
I only had
Go ahead.
Panthro because Panthro was the black one. So
I wanted Panthro because he had nunchucks, and I was into
Right.
ninjas and shit.
right.
And I couldn't find Panthro because he was never that was the one I always wanted. I never got him because I could never find him. You know, they always had like Chitara and Tigra and shit. You know, my
Yeah.
brother had Mumra. That was pretty cool. His eyes lit up and shit like that.
Yeah, I
And like
couldn't
the
find
alligator guy, the Slith,
Yeah,
Slythe
I
or
couldn't
Slith
find
or
him.
whatever.
I had the two kids. Remember the kids? Kitty
Yeah,
and
Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Yeah, I didn't know their names until I read this book again. Like I
Okay.
forgot.
Those
I forgot
are the
about
two
them.
I could find. So yeah, 'cause nobody wanted them. That's why.
Yeah, so this is basically they're doing that. They've IDW or not IDW. Image has the GI Joe and Transformers, the Unicron the Energon universe or whatever. And so here we have Thundercats making a comeback. So yeah, this is just a retelling of the Thundercats lore, myth or whatever. How they their original planet was destroyed. It was under war, so they fled.
But
They
Thunderia,
crash landed. Yeah, Thundaria or something like that. Yeah. And then they crash landed on Third Earth, and
But it was like
establish
Earth 2,
a new.
wasn't it? Or some shit.
Yeah, it was Third Earth.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, they crash land on Third Earth and decide to establish a new community, a new Thundercats kingdom or whatever. Lion-O, he was, he's like the heir to the throne, but he's still supposed to be a child, but his stasis chamber got damaged, so he ended up aging. So by the time they got there, he was an adult.
But he
Nobody
still
else
has the mind
aged
of a
but
child.
Lion-O.
So yeah.
But he still has the mind of a child. Yeah. So this book, it's just basically them trying to establish set up their colony or whatever. And we have a training scene with Panthro and Lion-O. Lion-O is like, really eager to go out and lead and be a leader, be the king or whatever. But Panthro's like, no, you're still a kid. You needed more training and all that. And he's like, I want to use the sword of omens or whatever. He's like, I'm ready for it. I was like, no, you're not. You're still a kid. And he's like, damn it. He's
beyond sight.
Yeah, he's like, damn it. Why does he always treat me like a kid? So Lion-O, takes off with the sword, and then he runs into this Slythe, that alligator dude, and his crew. So he's like, I will destroy you and what you did to our planet. So Lion-O by himself starts battling, the lizard guy and all his cronies. And, he's doing all right at first, he's doing okay, but then he gets outnumbered, but then the rest of the Thundercats show up, they all show up. big ass fight, kicking ass, and then Lionel basically does the Thundercat to make the sword grow and shit. And but it looked like Panther was like, "What kind of weapon is the lizard guy using?" And he's like, "Lionel, no!" And the lizard guy ends up breaking the sword.
I want to say
I
you
don't
can't do that, but how do we know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So Lionel broke the sword. I don't know, maybe it's a decoy. Who knows? Yeah. So it kind of ends there, but then no. So
I had to
when he uses the sword, you know, when he says, "Give me sight beyond sight" and all that shit, and he uses the sword, that the power is set by Mumra. Mumra's like awakening, is I can feel the power, and then he awakens. And Mumra, the arch villain, the ever living guy, he awakens from his tomb, and then he turns and he's like Jaga. I don't know if you remember Jaga, the old guy, the guy who died.
No.
He was kind of like Jor-El. He was like the elder Thundercat dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. He just had like holograms and shit.
Yeah, he was like the hologram. He's like talking to Mumra, and I was like, "What?" So that was weird.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a twist. So it was basically like an old Thundercats cartoon until the end. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay, you got me intrigued. So now I got to read the second issue. You got me. So. So this is fun. I mean, it was a trip down memory lane. I can't say like I'm deep into Thundercat lore. Like I did watch the cartoon as a kid, but that's pretty much it. You know, so reading this book, I just picked, like I said, it was a light week. I checked it out, and I like didn't remember a lot of stuff until I was like reading it. It's like, oh yeah, like I didn't remember those kids' names until I read the book. Oh yeah, they exist.
Notice I recall more shit about Thundercats than I did any other 80s cartoon comic you reviewed on here.
Oh yeah.
Because secretly, I guess I go what you're saying. Thundercats was my favorite cartoon in the 80s.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Over all of them. Yeah. Like I was running home, like I gotta see Thundercats. And like Transformers were cool. G.I. Joe I didn't really care for. But Thundercats, I had to see come. Okay, it was another one too. It was a fourth one. Oh, the fourth one, they kind of rotated that shit like, oh yeah, He-Man. Yeah, that's all right. They wrote another one like Centurions and Silverhawks.
Oh, like Centurions. Yeah, I remember those. Yes.
Yeah, they like remember Silverhawks? They just threw that shit out there. Just like Silverhawks suck, man. I don't know why.
Yes, I do remember Silverhawks. And I had those toys too.
I had those toys too. They had a black dude on there named Hot Wing. Now I'm not saying that's why I hate.
Yeah, they were just making up shit.
Yeah. It was like, let's just try shit. Thundercats is cool. Let's just try some shit. Let's do Thundercats in space. Like, nah, it don't work. That's just me. I don't know.
Remember the Swamp Thing? The Swamp Thing cartoon?
I don't know.
And they had Swamp Thing toys, the Swamp Thing and the Unmen. Yeah, it was like late 80s. They made a Swamp Thing cartoon. And the only humans, like everybody was monsters. Swamp Thing, all the mutants, all the Unmen, all monsters. The only two humans was a black guy and an Indian guy.
Wow.
And like,
all right,
yeah, in a thing of monsters, the only two humans were minorities. Yeah, yeah, the minorities were hanging out with the monsters. Like,
I don't remember.
I don't
remember Car.
Oh yeah, that tank thing with the paws. He had that. Yeah. See, he had the toys.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that now. Okay.
Yeah, that tank. It had the teeth and shit, and the paws, and it lifted up.
I will say another thing.
Had like missiles and shit.
On the Thundercats cartoon, Lionel got his ass whooped all the time. He never whooped anybody's ass on there. So the only thing he would ever do is that damn sword, and he would just call it thunder. That's all he would do was just, I need help. Y'all help me. I'm getting my ass whooped. That's it. That was every show. He never got a win on anybody.
Pretty much.
So all right. Like, why is he the main guy? Do Panther or somebody. Another reason my favorite show, Chitara. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you remember? I think it was one of the first two episodes before they got their uniform. They were essentially walking around naked.
Yes.
Before they had the uniforms.
Yeah, I vividly remember T'Challa walking around naked. So yes.
Yeah. but she was full of hair, so I guess it didn't count. But it counted to me.
Right. That's another thing I want to ask, though, man. Okay, and I know I'm getting sidetracked stuff like that. Okay, so we got all these sexy cat ladies like Chitara and Tigra, and all these other sexy, like even like lizard ladies. If they're sexy, we feel like, oh, that's a sexy ass chick. But do women feel the same way about like monster dudes like that? Like, do women find Beast hot? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is he sexy or some shit? Do they find Optimus Prime hot? Like, do they find like?
Yeah, my baby mama loved Optimus Prime.
Like, found Optimus Prime sexy?
Yeah, she thought she had the hots for Optimus Prime, the cartoon.
So I'm not weird. I'm not weird then. I'm not saying I find Optimus Prime hot, but I'm just saying like finding weird cat ladies and shit hot and shit like that because we all seen this shit, But now that they find like. And I don't know about Beast. Maybe they find Beast hot or some shit. I don't know about Optimus Prime. Okay, I know for a fact women have a crush on that gargoyle dude. What's his name? The dude from Gargoyle? You know the one.
Brooklyn or something?
No, remember the main.
Yeah, the cartoon,
guy? Gargoyles?
Yeah.
What was the name? Goliath? Was that his name? Or some shit? Whatever his name was.
I thought they were all named after like New York cities. Brooklyn and Manhattan and shit. I don't remember.
I don't know. This whole shit. That was a show I didn't get into, but
I thought that's what I thought. It's been a long time. I was a little bit older. By that time, I was like, I was starting to smoke weed. By late 80s, I was like 14, 15, and I was like doing drugs at that time. So like I missed like the Darkwing Duck and all that. That was I aged out by then.
Darkwing
Duck. So some of that stuff I didn't get into.
I take it back.
Yeah,
Darkwing
my
Duck,
brother got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my brother. He's the one who got into all that shit. He was into the X-Men cartoon and all that. I was a little bit older.
Yeah, because Darkwing Duck is just like it was kind of like a Batman ripoff, but not a Batman ripoff.
In Gargoyles,
chick was native in Gargoyles. Where's Jake at? He would have fact checked this shit by now. the main dude from Gargoyle, I don't know his name.
Oh, we need AKA David.
AKA David would know this shit. Well, actually, and he would have named all of them verbatim off the top of his head. Even ones from season 6 that we stopped watching by then. This shit, bad shit y'all talking about. Honestly,
because he was that age.
Yeah. So somebody should know the name of the main gargoyle guy. Let me see what's the name. I shouldn't be looking this up. I'm gonna look it up. Let me see. Gargoyles, because I think his name was Goliath or some shit. So. Gargoyles.
Yeah, I just remember a few of them were named after like boroughs of New York, like Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, or something like that.
Yeah,
like that's what I do remember.
Goliath. That's what his name. The other ones were named. The other ones were named off the New York, but his name was Goliath. So yes, chicks wanted to smash Goliath. I remember that shit. So yes. I got the last book.
Well, that's cool.
The last book? Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
3 out of 5 for Lionel or Thundercats.
The Aristocrats. Remember all those Ninja Turtle ripoffs they had? Biker Mice from Mars and Sewer Cats from whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I do remember.
Okay, yeah, they were terrible too. Anyway, let's see. I think Ryan Reynolds bought Biker Mice from Mars. Like, I think he owns the IP.
Was it Alley Sharks? What was that shit? The like Vin Diesel's first job?
Street Sharks. Yes.
Street Sharks.
And he was doing a commercial for him, so yeah. All right. Anyway, we enough going down memory lane. Let's talk about my last book. We're doing not a Black History book. This is Batman.
Oh, you read this?
Yeah, I did. You didn't read this?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, what's so special about this book? This book is an origin story for the Joker. Joker
again.
Okay. Well, hold. Did they ever do an origin? Well, okay, not really an origin. I guess it's an origin because we know how he became Joker.
Killing Joke?
Yes, but this is basically what happened after the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
So we never got that far, and plus, this is actually. Can I make a confession? I'm gonna make a confession.
Go ahead.
I never read 0 Year.
Okay, it did go a long time.
I mean, it was
him against the Riddler. That was mostly the Riddler.
Yes, but it's like all this shit is tied in it too.
I get, yeah, they did make references to it.
They did make reference to it also. So yeah, that was saying like we still recovering from the Riddler and shit. So yeah. So yes, that's going on right now. So this is Joker Year One, another origin after the joke, origin of the Joker after the origin of the Joker. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So yeah. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so the book starts off with so no Zurinar or no bullshit, none of that stuff like that. This is just plain Jane. This is like an old school Batman story. I mean, old school is like one of the first stories he made. So basically starts off exactly how you want. There were Ace Chemicals, Batman beating the shit out of the Red Hood. For those that don't know, Joker was the Red Hood first before he became Joker. And Batman beat the shit out of him, knocked into a vat of acid. He came up out the acid. And you got the classic Alan. Well, who drew that? Who's the guy that drew The Killing Joke? I can't remember the name. Some British guy.
Oh,
but anyway,
Gibson? Was that Brian Gibson?
Not Gibson. That was Watchman. He's famous.
Oh.
He did a bunch of shit. But anyway, the same panel he drew. And basically, this is what
We
happened.
should know this. Damn it!
We should know this shit. We lost our nerd cards, our black cards, native cards. Take all that shit. So, yeah. So anyway, he's freaking out, laughing and shit. But while he's laughing, two other Jokers pop up behind him, and they start beating the shit out of each other. Why? I don't know. We don't even know if this is really happening. Is he imagining this? Is it in his mind? Are there really three Jokers? I guess.
Yeah.
So, and you get this classic panel here. So, yeah. So he just shows up at some random chick's house and says, "Sally, it's me. Don't worry, Sally. I know I don't look like I used to, but I'm going to fix everything. I promise I'll fix everything." And then he runs off. And then her husband's like, "Jody, who the hell was that?" She's like, "I don't know." You know. So now here's my thing. Right? I'm a theorize some shit on this. So was the Joker crazy and just found some random chick, or was that Sally who went in the witch protection program and hid herself from the Joker? We don't know. So
look at you
anyway,
getting all conspiracy.
Yeah. Maybe because if you read that Three Jokers shit, it's got some shit in there. So I don't know. So anyway, 6 months later,
I did not read the Three Jokers.
You didn't read the Three Jokers? Okay, and that's
I did not know.
And that's the weird thing about the Three Jokers. We don't know if the Three Jokers is continuity or not. Some people forget it, and some people act like it's a thing. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We talked to Joker. He's got a full-grown beard. He's still laughing and shit. He's got a bunch of dead bodies in his house. And yeah, they got smile. So right now, all he's doing is just killing and doing how she likes it. But he's like, I need to think bigger. I need to think bigger. What do I need to do? Well, first thing I need to do is get revenge on the Red Hood gang, because he thinks somebody in the Red Hood gang snitched on him, and that's how Batman found him to begin with. So we need to get revenge on the Red Hood gang, because in the New 52 there's a Red Hood gang, but in like the original Killing Joke, it was just him. That was it. So yeah. So we cut to Gordon. So we got Detective Gordon. He's like bottom level, low, whatever like that. Bullock is telling him the commissioner wants to see you. Commissioner goes in there, he sees him. He was like, Gordon, what the fuck was this? He's reading his report. He was like, "This is like a love letter to Batman, which you just wrote. You sound like a damn groupie." He's like, "I'm just telling the truth. Batman saved us from, getting killed by the Red Hood gang. Like, I don't care."
Did you get the Snyder reference there? Like
what
the love letter to Batman? And that's basically what Snyder was doing, like in his New 52 run, was he was fanning out. Like, isn't Commissioner Loeb? Wasn't that based off Jeff Loeb?
No. Loeb was in the Millers Year One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was back then. So yeah. So I don't know what happened to Loeb. Maybe Loeb got killed in 0 year. I don't know, but yeah, he's there. So he's like, rewrite that shit, take all that Batman shit out, act like you're still a cop. So he goes over there, and another dude, one of the other cops that he's met, laughing at him and shit like that. And he's just like, what's this guy's name? I can't remember his name. He's like, "Well, don't talk to me, because every time you do a drug bust, they always find only $7 worth of cash in there. So what are you doing with the rest of the money?" He's like, "Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing, Jim. Mind your own business." So he walk off, and then right before they start fighting this shit, he walks off, and the commissioner pulls the other guy in. He's just like, "Are you getting into it with Gordon? Like, look, Gordon is going to be a problem for guys like you and me, but don't worry. We know how to handle problems. We solve them." And there you go. So basically into it. There's some future Joker shit. Don't care. So yeah, run on Rampage. So we go to Flunkies, this bar that I think Chip Zdarsky created. And basically Joker is there because he's looking for the Red Hood gang so he can kill them. So he gets to a fight with him, starts a fight, kills one of them, and while he kills one of them, what happened? There we go. He kills one of them, and while he kills one, he finds the other one that was still there, number 22. He finds 22, and 22 is just like, don't worry, I'll follow you wherever you go. So he takes him, and that's where they go. And they leave Flunky to go find some more Red Hood guys. And meanwhile, you got this guy in the shadows looking at everything that's going on. Who is this guy? We'll find out later on. Well, actually, we don't. We don't find out who this guy is. But I think I know who this guy is. Anyway, so the Red Hood gang realized that the Red Hood is still alive, who is now the Joker. So they're going to kill him. Oh, yeah. And we cut to the Black Hood gang, who has replaced the Red Hood gang. And Batman basically beats the shit out of them, and that's the last of the Black Hood gang. So it's like, okay, so there's no more of these guys. I'm the main bad guy now. And he's talking, and we get the old classic, Gordon and Batman on the rooftop. They're basically comparing notes, and they're thinking that the Red Hood survived the chemical bat, and he might still be out there. And while Gordon is doing that, Batman disappears on him like he always does, shit like that. So Joker is still looking. He's out there, and he gets... Why the fuck is it doing this? I guess it didn't fully download. Anyway, Batman is there. He runs away because he sees Batman there. So he goes to a hill. And while he goes there, he chokes the water. Or maybe himself. I don't know. Whatever he did. Like I said, he's crazy.
He's like Gollum and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. My friend. So anyway, that guy that we saw at Flunky's shows up there. He's like, don't worry, I can get you to where you need to be. So he starts getting ready to attack. This guy starts choking the shit out of him. The guy does nothing. And he's like, why should I trust? Like, I can make you the greatest force in the world has ever known. He's like, well, how can you do that? The reason I can do that because I'm the smartest man in the world, and I trained Batman. So who is this guy? Can I theorize who this guy is? Or Eli, do you have a theory who this guy is?
I mean, I honestly thought of Ra's al Ghul, but I don't know. No. That who I think, and I may be wrong, I think that's Henry Descartes. Oh, okay. Henri Descartes. I meant to say that. Henri Descartes. So yeah. That's one of the guys that trained Batman in there. Oh, and Joker's in the future, turned everybody into Joker zombies again. So yeah. So that's what's going on. Which is what I'd rather read, but
no, just give me this. Give me this old school, meat and potatoes Batman. That's what this was. Batman was in it somewhere. Yeah, I mean, because look, no robot, cyborg, Batman, AI Batman, and think they Batman. No time travel, no multiverse shit like that. This is just Batman. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Chips and Darcy just writing a real ass Batman story. So give me that. If you want to expand on Joker's origin, Joker's lore, hell, give Joker a name. Fuck it, go for it. I like a real name, Jack Napier, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought this was I don't know if I need another Joker origin story. That's just I was like, I don't care. We
know he's a Joker. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, and I'm afraid Chip Zdarsky. I think the robots are coming. I think the wild, wacky shit's
So you
coming.
think the robots are coming in this shit?
I think watch that dude. He's not going to be Descartes. He's not going to be Ra's al Ghul. He's going to be like fucking Darkseid or some shit.
Oh shit! Now that you say that, now that I talk about it, the last issue we read, because Batman was like, "How do you know about Zernar and these robots shit like that?" And Joker's like, "Well, let me tell you a story." And now we're here.
he's gonna be Vandal Savage again or some shit.
Have some faith in Chip Zdarsky. See, you acting like I was with Halo now. He burns you one time and you don't want to get hurt again. Let love, Eli. Let love.
Yeah, I'm just like I came back. Yes, I haven't been following this run, but I wanted to see what Chip Zdarsky would do with the Joker, and it just sounds like he's dipping into lore and rewriting his story. And I'm like, I don't know if I don't know if we need to know.
So, but here's the thing. People have dipped into Joker's lore so much. What is what? Like like Killing Joke is fucking with 0 Hour. 0 Hour is fucking with Year One. Year One is fucking with The Long Halloween. So if Chip Zdarsky can write a story to clean some of this shit up, I'm interested to see where he goes with it.
And I never read the Three Jokers shit. I never read that.
You may or may not need to. We don't know.
Yeah.
But
when I saw that shit at the beginning, I'm like, do I need to know this shit? Because I really don't care. Like,
because some people say it's a thing, some people ignore it. We don't know. So if Zip Zdarsky gonna clean this shit up, I want to see what he does with it. So I don't know. And then I'll let you know whether or not you need to read Three Jokers or not. Because that was a fucking weird ass story. It really was.
well, I remember you reviewing it. I'm like, I don't care. Plus, it was during when the Joker movie came out. We were just like oversaturated with Jokers.
Joker,
the Batman who laughs. You know, there's like Joker was just everywhere. And I'm like, I'm sick of the Joker shit. And I just kind of like, yeah, I kind of checked out of all that shit after a while. So yeah, I didn't read Three Jokers. I just came back just to see what Chip Zdarsky would do. And yeah, it's just another origin. I mean, it's kind of cool. It does seem like, yeah, he's going back to gritty street level shit.
You know what I'm thinking?
Can you maintain that?
Yeah, this why I have faith in it. Because it's like when Tom King did the War Jokes and Riddles. You know, he went back, like, fuck all this continuity shit. Let me just throw back old school Batman, classic Batman story, write some old shit, and let's see what goes. And I feel like this is what Chip Zdarsky is maybe trying to do here. Now, like I said, if robots and AI and time travel show up shit like that, I'm with you, Eli. I'm gonna pass me a pitchfork. We can march down the street together. But until it happens, let's see where it goes. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tom King, like that War and Jokes and Riddles was written like Batman was retelling it. You know, it was almost like told in flashbacks, like him recounting that time. So it was like interestingly written. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like this happened. It was Batman recalling it. That was like, that's what made that interesting.
Right. From his,
because that's just Tom King. Tom King gets into the psychology of characters. So yeah, it's just Batman recalling these memories, and that's what made that's what was cool about how that story was formatted. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, I don't care about another Joker origin story. That's just me. But you know what? If you read the next book, I will.
Okay, we'll see. Like I said, the first robot that shows up, I'm out.
And if it don't go all wild and wacky and, you know, Silver Agey, and he starts going to space and shit and putting wearing drawers on his face and all that weird shit. You know?
Right.
If he don't do that, if he don't do shit like that, then I'll eat a cheeseburger or a pizza.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, if you listen this long, different like, share, subscribe. This Geeks and Comics did not review because we did not do a book because, like I said, they didn't want to get in the way of the Swift Bowl, you know, so they want to see how it goes. So and also, like I said, we're gonna keep celebrating Black History Month. So yeah.
Who the fuck was that?
Travis Kelce. Because, you know, he invented the fade, you know. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Just like Elvis invented rock and roll.
Right, there you go. But next week, like I said, we'll come with something else. We'll see where we go. I don't know what we got on. Like, we'll do it. I think I'll do another throwback book. I didn't want to do a throwback book. Like, we're doing Ultimate Black Panther. We're making Black history right now. We don't need to do a Black history book. So there you go. So until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
And we'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.
Peace up. A-Town down. Yeah. Okay. Hush. Let's go. Get a little VI, keep it down on the low key. She know how it is. I saw the shorty, she was checking up on me. From the game, she was spitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me. Decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out! She's saying, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, so they got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, forgot she told me. Her and my girl, she be the best of all me. thinking that it might be a good idea to take her with me. She's ready to leave. Well, let's go. But I gotta keep it real now. Cause on the 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. But that just ain't me. Hey, cause I know if I take that chance, she swears it's gonna leave. But what I do is the way she dance makes Shawty alright with me. The way she I'm like, yeah, just work that out for me. She asked for one more dance, and I'm like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to leave? And I said, yeah. Shawty got down, said, come and get me. I got so caught up, I got you told me. Having my girl, you could be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
Watch out, my outfit's ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with they clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like Double D. Me and Ursh once more when we leaves them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say,
Shawty got down, said, come and get me. I got so caught up, I got you told me. Having my girl, you could be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
take that and rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ursher got the voice to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.